Okay, we are ELVENKING from Italy. I am Damna, vocalist.
And I'm Ayden, guitar player.
Absolutely. This is, we've been waiting
It's,
to play at Tosca for many years, and finally we're here. So yeah,
it's pretty hot here in Finland. We expected, more a colder weather, but it's not so different from Italy. So
Yeah, you
yeah,
must be used to it.
yeah, it is
Like.
exactly. Usually when we do this kind of festival, you used to fly in, and obviously the negative part of this is that usually we cannot bring all our stuff because of the wait for the luggage and stuff. But we will try our best anyway.
well, it's been great. I mean, it's been a very ambitious project. This one of the trilogy, because of course, Rapture was the second part of a trilogy, and it's been challenging also to play it live because of course we would like to play more in order to give a little bit of the spirit of the story also to the fans that come and watch this live, but unfortunately that's not possible. But yeah, we'll, try to pick up the songs that are you know better for the live experience. Yeah, it's been great.
Now it is a little bit difficult for us because it's usually when we play festival we play 1 hour or some just a little bit more, and we are now with 10 albums on our backs. So we are now old enough, let's say, that we had a let's say a 60% or 70% of the set list made of you know the songs that we need to play because fans like it, or we feel they are good to play live, or they have a lot of Spotify streaming and so on. So let's say that 70% of the set list is basically already done, and then we use the other 30% to play some older stuff, or songs that we like to play.
Yeah.
And we don't like this part very much because we would like to change the set list as much as we can, but we know that there are some songs that we need to play. So
I mean, it's as you said, it's we need to have a good balance where our fans are happy, but we must be happy as well. Unless we would start to, not like playing live. But yeah, so far we've been able to do that.
yeah, there are songs that we play live every live show since 15 years or something like that. So sometimes it's pretty hard. You would like to change, to play something different, but we know that these songs, especially, work well
Yeah,
live.
and you have to think that Iron Maiden plays the Trooper
Yeah.
since 1983, so
Yeah, exactly.
we can do that. I mean, we've also talked about it, that we would love to have a very special show where we play the whole trilogy. Uh, I don't know if we'll be ever, able to do that because
It will be a very long
it's going
set.
to, yeah, and it's very tough also to, to play. But maybe when the trilogy has been finished and done, maybe a special set with only songs from the trilogy. Maybe not all of them, but
Mm.
Yeah, most of
we
them.
could
Yes.
Have you actually played through the whole album live?
No, not yet.
So we were planning to do that. We can say that, yeah, of course. We were planning to do like the Winter Wake, the whole album for its anniversary, but then the COVID came and all plans were
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe one day we will play some album from start to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. I mean, that seems like I'm always impressed when bands do that because it usually includes a lot of songs that you have probably never played as well.
Yeah.
Exactly. There are songs, from each album which we maybe would not play live, but because they are not as good as the other ones. But
We probably never
yeah,
played them in the rehearsal room as well.
yeah, probably, yeah, it happens. Yeah,
Is there a song like that that you remember that you have never ever played?
there are a lot of
There are
songs.
some,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, there are some songs. Obviously, when we did the first albums, you know, when you had less material, you tend to do more or less everything. Then the more the albums are in your discography, the less songs you need to play. So in the last album, there are a lot of songs that we never played live, and probably we never rehearsed at all.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yes, but there are songs that also from the first album that we never played, like Wrath of Following, for
Yeah,
example,
never played that.
or other songs that we never played live because I don't know.
Yeah. Um, what like so it's not like when you create an album that you sort of play together to see what works live. You instantly know which songs are gonna work.
You know, we used to do that in the past a lot, but lately, you know, we've been working a lot on pre-productions, me and him, and uh, you know, it's like you tend to have less time, you know, less and less and less with all the commitments you have. So if we feel that the pre-productions are working and we know our guys, we know what they can play, what you know, what they cannot play, and as long as the pre-productions are working fine, we have the you know, after more than 20 years playing, we have the instinct to know if, you know, a pre-production is okay and it's working. We know that it will work also on the album and live if we decide to play it live.
Yeah, sometimes it would be great, you know, to play the old school, you know,
Yeah,
rehearsing the song from and uh, teaching the songs in the rehearsal room as we used to do and play together and see what happens. But let's face the truth, we don't have the time, we don't have, you know, we don't have the age to do it anymore probably, and especially the technology is a lot
Yeah.
changed since the 90s when we started. At the time we didn't have any, you know, home studios or something like that, so we used to do it the old way, which is still a lot fascinating to be
yeah.
sincere. Yeah,
I think
but
that, you know, we're like uh, basing ourselves a little bit more on experience nowadays
yeah.
and less on this. But it would be great to, you know, be
Yeah.
back in the rehearsal room and play the songs that as it
Anyway.
should be.
No, I
We,
think it's
you know,
impossible for us.
we are easily distracted by by you know the life on the road when we are on tour. It's difficult to be concentrated and
And especially I believe that songs and music like ours needs a lot of inspiration. So
you need the right set and the right
yeah,
atmosphere
and a
to
lot of the
really,
inspiration comes from being very quiet and very you know, in your world of fantasy or something like that. So on the road it's very
yeah.
very tough to have something like that.
I think that we've followed the process that we are following since the Pagan Manifesto album. We are writing a lot of songs together. We just meet up and write together. And we have some ideas that we wrote on our own, and we just, you know, listen to them. We play them to each other, and you know, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And just focus on one, and we develop a song. So I think that, you know, also this trilogy was based a lot on our collaboration and on the chemistry that that is born when we meet and we play the, you know, unplugged guitar and we start playing together. I think that all the songs have the spark of that chemistry also on this trilogy.
Yeah, on the other side, being a concept album, it was a little bit different because obviously there is a story to follow.
Yeah,
And usually, you know, you write the songs and you go like that. Instead, this time we needed to write the songs with the lyrics already in mind, and especially that they needed to follow a certain story.
Yeah.
So these songs need to be in the end because it talks about this, and then this is about this character. So it needs to be in that direction because the story it goes like that. So it was pretty challenging for us. So
a lot of discussions
yeah,
about that.
exactly. It was a little bit more less freedom
Yeah,
songwriting, let's say.
yeah.
You know, it was a little bit more, you know, confined into certain things that we were not used to because
Yeah.
it is our first real concept album. So to be sincere, the third part is already done and finished because we have recorded partially with the second one because of the COVID. the plan were to record first the second part, but then we were completely stuck by the COVID. Nobody can was not possible to play live, so we just kept on writing, and then we had the idea to record second and third part together, at least a part of them. And now we are in the mixing phases, so the third part is actually done. We promised some time ago to be released in 2024. Unfortunately, because of some delays in the mixing, it is not possible. It will be released next year, beginning of 2025.
But we will release some singles this year, so there will be new music coming very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will focus on this, final part of the trilogy, and then we will finally be free to think about new songs that are not, as we said, confined in the boundaries of a concept story. And I'm really looking forward to that because I think that after it was 2019, it was released the first one, but we were writing it in 2018. So it's been like almost 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
I've been stuck with that with this incredibly interesting thing that was the concept album.
Very challenging and
Very
consuming.
Yeah, exactly, especially consuming. And I can't wait to just get out of this phase because I feel that until the last part has been released, I feel like we're trapped in a good way in this, and we need to be focused on this. But then a new chapter will be open for us, and then I think we'll have a lot of things in the near future.
For sure, we will play live as much as we can in support of the last part of the trilogy, and then
Well, as I said, can't wait to release this new album. Wait to release new music, the new singles, and yeah, can't wait to play it live and
here
be around here.
and play it too, first of all.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.